கணேஷா உன் பாதார விந்தத்துக்கு வந்தனம். கணேஷா உன் பாதார விந்தத்துக்கு வந்தனம். குருதேவா உன் சரணம் தனில் என் சிரம் நிதமும். குருதேவா உன் சரணம் தனில் என் சிரம் நிதமும். ராமா உன் ராஜ்யம் வரவேண்டும் உலகில். கிருஷ்ணா உன் காருண்யம் ஓங்க வேண்டும் புவியில். ராமா உன் ராஜ்யம் வரவேண்டும் உலகில். கிருஷ்ணா உன் காருண்யம் ஓங்க வேண்டும் புவியில். ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி நிலைதனை உணர்ந்து ஓங்கார ஆத்மாதனில் லயிக்க வேண்டும் ஜனங்கள். ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி நிலைதனை உணர்ந்து ஓங்கார ஆத்மாதனில் லயிக்க வேண்டும் ஜனங்கள். முருகா 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 முருகா. ஹனுமானே நீயே கணவானே. சுவாமி ஐயப்பா. ஓம் பூர்ணமதம் பூர்ணமிதம் பூர்ணாத் பூர்ணமுதச்யதே பூர்ணஸ்ய பூர்ணமாதாய पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. Dear friends, the most practical solutions are given in a confused state in this world. People have the fighting tendency because they just can't be satisfied with the current situation, the present moment or the second. Once upon a time, a person who was running industries was having a lot of loans. At that moment when he came, he was in such a tension that maybe all this will be taken over by government or banks because it was given on lien and all. This I am saying, why there is no problem where there is no solution. This is the reason. I don't want to name the person or the bank or whatever it is. Actually, the solution is more available than the problem. he was talking about maybe out of frustration about ending life, this, that. That moment, my only question was, can you pay back the loan? There is nothing like that. There is no protection. There is this, that. There are a lot of problems now. I can't pay. Then I told, will you have the mind to pay back? Leave the capacity to pay. But the thing is, whoever meets us are real. They have some fire in them. When they tell with that fire. They don't just simply dance and joke or putting one thing in mind and talking another thing. They don't do it. So he told that, yes, given an opportunity, yes, why not? I have the mind to pay. Then I told, leave the tendency to end your life, develop the mind to pay back, and then let us see what happens. That completely changed the view of him, and then somehow things have started flourishing and everything is all right. It's not a miracle, but the moment of frustration is no frustration. Only thing what we need is just an understanding of life and living in this moment. Well settled at present. But the thing is, once anyone meets, anyone casually comes in this Kendra also, they have to solve the problem of Atman. Till such a time, they can't rest anywhere. They enter into the quest, then they enter into the Anveshana, they finally leave everything. That is the Atma Sakshatkar. Ayyo tale bisi agide. It is something like searching for something in this world. What will you search? If P.U. Chinnappa sees today's heroes with borrowed voices and fighting capacities, he will start weeping. In our times, this was not available. Because these people don't speak in their own voices also. They will keep speaking in borrowed voices, and they fight as if they suddenly descend from heaven and kick and go back to heaven and come back medallions. It happened in a awards function when a particular film star who has a nice voice in the film, when they received the award, a particular lady heroine, she started speaking, even donkey will speak better. Then the computer adjusted. Must be she is having some kitch kitch here. No, this is my original voice. All that. Then she corrected him by saying that this is the original voice. If it is kitch kitch, then it is different. So such show has taken over in the field of everything. So the reality is hidden everywhere. A man appears, but he is different inside. A man dresses, but he is follower of some other thing. And anything has become mantra these days. And they initiate Bija mantra just like that. Even hybrid seeds are seeds, it will produce something, but these people's effortless Bija mantra, which is not put any effort on to get siddhi or whatever it is, what will it result in the followers? For example, this Om, Uma, Oma, Oa, such confusion. Suddenly some guru comes and says, Om, finished. Another says, Sai Om, Sai Om, Sai Om. Where we end? And no one knows what for they are going to recite this, and they are getting initiated. The eligibility comes when there is a search for knowing. Till such a time there is no eligibility. It's just a group discussion, a group interview where one of the fellows may be eligible. Group interviews can have 100 people. The constitution of the world says that right to express, right to know, right to possess. The right to know is knowledge based, not awareness, just knowing. A mango tree should show you that a mango seed created all this. The mango seed is different from the mango tree. But as long as you look at the world of mango tree, you can come up to root of it. You can count the mango fruits, then the mango leaves, which are so auspicious, natural insecticide. Then comes the top of the tree, trunk and the roots. So this, if you take as the base of right to know, then you will know at the base of each sound what exists. So if you see a person, you don't see a person. The fruits of the person is called his social status or this. Like mango fruits, you see a person like that. The top head shows the expansion of leaves. Then the neck, shoulder and the legs completes the top to trunk. The feet are the roots. But the seed is from Purvajanma. So the variety happens only when the mango seed cannot sprout as a plantain. Similarly, a person's seed is already from the past vasanas. Suppose a sadhu comes and eats the mango fruit, it's eligible for highest birth. So even if the caste of the tree is mango, it can reach the heights if there is a luck, if there is a wish. So all the persons, if they have the seeking capacity, they are eligible for rising higher and higher in this very life. The ignorant pass their life in the material comforts. The youth tells them that they will live as youth forever. Those who are between 9 to 12, they behave as if they are youth. Then the youth thinks that youth will be there forever. These are all very nice. It should be like that only. But just by turning within, can you keep your mind very happy? That is the youthful state. Can you be just bubbling with energy and come out spontaneously? That is the youth. But these youth who are goalless, they are so tired, they are so ambitious. They just lack the energy of youth. That is why Kendra plays a key role in turning the children, knowing more about the truth than an excuse to live in this world. ಸತ್ಯವನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡುತ್ತದೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಟ್ರೇನೋ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸಾಲೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Ultimately, whether there's youth or old people, lastly they should know that it's all truth and truth alone. The exam fever is on. I think tomorrow also they will start. Many people. How to control fever during examination? That is another lesson in papers nowadays. Already they are so confused about what is going to come, what is. Now they are giving treatment for. Actually, everything should be applicable individually. What happens is a generalization of things. If followed, it's something like a general gymnastics. A person already suffering from cold is already having fever. If you give him this orange juice, citric food for energy, instead of writing through pen, he will have to sneeze on the paper. So the media should take care that for such people this, for those who are suffering from this, then it's not a general idea given to the children. It's something like what do you call an eye doctor giving medicine for the eyes. The paining eyes will, for that they are giving the general medicine. Otherwise drops mostly external application. You do this so many times a day and you come back after 1 week. Then after 1 week the patient goes, how are your eyes now? It's all right. Yes, it's all right, but I have a splitting headache. That's not my department, neurologist. Specialist in neurology, you go there. So they are showing the cosmos, the root of ache. Through general medicine, from where the ache has come? From the brain. So all the aches are from where? From the brain. Unnecessary thinking, confusing things. Even if Brahman is available, no, it is, everything is confusion. Everything is a question, answerless question. One person was seeing Shirdi Ke Sai Baba serial or film nowadays, something comes there. He observes a devotee's roga, it's told in that, and he is bedridden. The question is, he can just do like that, why should he be bedridden? What is this fellow's botheration? He is neither that patient nor Shirdi Baba. This fellow simply wants to see, to pass time. It's all right in mega serials, he can weep with social Grahalakshmis and Kartas. But even in Shirdi Baba's case, he is doing like this. So if you mystically understand this, this is how we take the problem and spoil the problem and live with the problem. ಇದಕ್ಕೇನು ಹೇಳೋದು ಫೆನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಬೇಲಿಯ ಬೇಲಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ದೊನ್ನಕ್ಕೆತ್ತನ್ನ ತೆಗೆದು ಹೊಟ್ಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅದು ಕಚ್ಚುತ್ತದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿಸೇ ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿ.
The chameleon which is on the fence, if you take it and tie it around your stomach and feel that it is going to bite, this will be the condition of the person.
But the problem is, we with full awareness we take the Donaketa, chameleon, and we know that it's going to bite. This is how we create the problem. No one can say that it's all God given and all. It's all choice, chosen problems. Long back, 30-40 years back, I was touring around a village in Tinnevelli. A rich man who is the owner of a theatre, very low class duck he had tied in his compound, and he was feeding the duck, and it was tied in his compound. But the thing is, it was going on looking at this fellow as if it wants what do you call that? Propel, what do you call that? An initiative to start. ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ತಿನ್ನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಕೇತವಾಗಿ. Then he told, see, it never eats like this. I have to only make it eat, he told. Then okay, feed it, what is there, I told. No, it will eat by itself, only thing I have to do an act. Then what is that act? Then he became a four-legged duck. He did. Then then it also started repeating. Then he started licking, and he has started eating. Real, it's not. It's real. It's not a story created. It's real. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ ಇತ್ತು. That is the act. He has to start first. Karta of the house should give permission. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ಶುರುವಾಯ್ತು. ಅದು ಎರಡು ಸತಿ ಅದೇ ಥರ ಲೊಳ್ಳೊಳ್ಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇವನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇನಿಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಲೊಳ್ಳೊಳ್ಳು ಅಂತ. ದಿಸ್ ಸೈಕಾಲಜಿ ಇಸ್ ಟೂ ಮಚ್. Psychology behind this is very deep. I asked him, why did he do this? Then he told there were a few ducks fighting, and this was a small kuti, a small duck. It was not given food. So every day I saw this barking at the other ducks, and the other ducks will eat and this duck will not get. So I started taking it. Now it has become, it was fed only on milk. Now it has grown, it fights, it wants to fight as if it fights with another duck. This may be a duck's job, but if you look at the duels up to corporate level, these are all similar only. Corporate means not companies, everything which is Why? The right to know should not be on the surface level. At least from the top to the root, at least we should know. Then we will know that a seed has sprouted. If Purva Janma is that seed, how to get rid of it? Become one with the earth so much that you identify yourself with the earth that holds. The only answer, while you are walking, you can ask Bhumi Devi, see, you are holding me. Let me be dear and pay respect to you. Now start with this every day. What is it? As we are going to stamp on her head, oh, why don't we do it? We are showing some respect. So the respect starts with your touch. Then the thought, then the word. So same way you have to withdraw yourself. For a few people there are no thoughts. Whatever comes out is, they say Upanishads. But everyone is like that. They tell without holding. But the thing is, they have some kind of vengeance, some kind of thought force in them that makes them bound once again. They have a specific ideas about particular people. They can't leave it till life ends. So the creation is wasted in each one's eyes. Because suppose I say that so and so is bad, I don't give them a chance to become all right, or I have already made my opinion that he is bad, and then how he is going to correct himself? The scheming, the strategy, the planning is all right to execute your work in the materialistic world. But left to yourself, there is no scheming. It was not in the scheme of God to create someone like this. Everything happens as a pulsation. In God's eyes, suppose we are saying 5 lakhs years old or 5 million years old, since this Dwapara Yuga I am existing. Okay, what if it's just a pulsation? If that is called the God and its cosmic thought, what will happen to truth and silence? It is not even worth recognizing as a pulsation in the level of truth. This pulsation kuda illa. Then what will happen to Purva Janma, body, getting dogs, building bungalows? It's very good for the materialistic things, because we have to carry on life. But really, be truthful, grow friendship, a borderless friendship. When I make a joke of a particular person or some particular thing, it's not in my mind to tell that so and so has to be joked about. It's not for hurting. It's a sound created so that the joke which comes out has its own effects in changing the person in essence. Even when we were talking about dogs and all, it was trying to tell that you are a big fellow owning many things, and you are bowing down to a dog and acting like a dog. That was the meaning. It was not a joke that way. So, compassion shown on a prani, it is the greatness of that person to behave like this, isn't it? Just because a dog on the street is going to eat, he performs means with great compassion he does it. It was not a joke.
ಆ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಕೂಡ ಆ ನಾಯಿಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾದ ಕರುಣೆಯನ್ನ ಅನುಕಂಪವನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವುದನ್ನ ಇದು ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತೆ.
So if you turn all the fights, all the jokes, all duels into friendship, then you will see reason for living. We have to develop this friendship so that it can extend and touch the sky. Maitri. Maitri stores love. The love applied gets happiness. ಸಂತೋಷ ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ.
ಸಂತೋಷ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ.
Just keeping love is not enough. When the people come, it has to be expressed. The extended love is not the real love of God, that is different. But an amsha, a drop, a trinklet you call it, no? It comes out. That creates happiness everywhere. But your opinions about people, your opinions about the world disrupts this. You develop hatred. Just imagine if there are various opinions about this God. Okay, one God comes and stands somewhere. He doesn't want to get communicated. He just stands somewhere. He will have to stand there for another, like Vitala, how is that? Everyone is standing everywhere without proceeding further. They get stopped and they create a temple and that's all. No movement. No one will recognize that man, that God. But suddenly you create one idol or one temple or one tree and start worshipping. This happened in a particular district in Tamil Nadu. A particular tree was suddenly worshipped, which was on the road. Started worshipping a tree. 10 people start coming and asking, what is this? No, this has very much power. It came in my dream. This fellow himself is another tree. He is a dream and this tree comes and talks. Really it will not talk, but it will talk in the dream. I am there, I am so and so, worship me, do me this, that. I want a temple immediately there. All ready-made things. These days what? You can build houses just like that within 4 months. Something like that. Everyone started doing. Today they are going to ban, today means some years back, because of so much of karpura, camphor and all, the tree, the leaves of the tree started drying. Now they have stopped at least that much. The tree has to be saved. Once again it can't be saved in the dream. So this you compare with the information received and you are highlighting the information and going after it. So the truth just appears and it stands as it is. Become that. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Sishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.